Welcome to the Watchmen way. Finally. Oh my God. March 4th, 2020. More technical difficulties. Watchmen way. Broadcasting from my high-tech studio again. Brewer Ranch, Los Molinas, California. Oh man. Huh. Yeah, it was all my fault. I had my rotate off, so it wouldn't turn. Oh well, thanks, Lisa. I'd have been here all day trying to figure it out. Okay, after 4 or 5 false starts, and I was going to start off with a rant. Maybe I still will. Um, we're increasingly getting people that are obviously suffering from cognitive dissonance lashing out. And you know we have expected this, but I don't understand. And some of these people are supposed to be Christians too. I mean, the Bible's clear about watchmen and their role. You know, we're not reporters. It's not our job to dig into an issue and get all the facts together and then present them to the public. That's not our job. Our job is when we see warnings or danger coming, our job is to warn people. Americans, Christians in this case, for us in this country, but we've got watchmen all over the world now. So when people are calling us fear mongers, and I don't know, one lady asked me if I was off my meds. You know, and it's from posting. Well, one was from a live chat, but most of them are from posting about the economy. These are facts. These are facts, and people are calling us fearmongers for reporting facts. Crazy. I mean, it goes to show you. Just think. Now, this is the economy. This is a fraction the negative impact that satanic pedophilia and torturing and murdering children is going to have. Just think when that hits the fan. These people are going sideways. This is a preview of what's to come, guys. It's only going to get worse from here. So, you know, we can't get too upset with it. You know, it is frustrating, but it's part of the job. So, but here's the other thing. We are not going to let these people interfere with our mission. They get one chance here. You either open up your mind and start using your critical thinking skills, or you're gone. We'll chop and block you. And it's going to happen quick. The tolerance level is shortening, and we're almost down to 0. You know, you get one chance now. Pretty soon it's going to be no chances. You run your mouth, you're gone. You know, this is not a place for those kind of discussions. This is a place for people who have an open mind, who have critical thinking skills, to hear what we have to present. You don't agree with it, that's fine. Move along. We did our job. We warned you. Now it's between you and God. You know, your family suffers because you didn't listen. Talk to God about it. We did our job. We're not responsible for holding your hand all the way through this. We're responsible for letting you know it's coming. Now get on board with it and understand who we are and what we've been doing for 5 years. We're not some, 2-week-old channel that just started this show. We were here in the beginning 5 years ago, and no one was doing this. No one was doing this when I started. So you better go back and look who you're talking to. Because we have the credibility of God knows how many man hours we have on this. Between all of us, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of hours between the 3,000 plus members and growing. Check our record against I'll go up against any channel, any page out there for the accuracy of what we've been doing for 5 years. And pretty much everything is coming true this year. I mean, there may be a few things that are, into next year, but everything's coming true. Everything we've been talking about for 5 years is happening. And it's happening right now. We're in the middle of it. So for you new people, you need to understand, if you have questions, then ask respectful questions. Don't come in and think you know more than we do, because I'll run against anybody. Bring it. Because you don't. I've got too many hours throughout my life. I was awake in 1967. I was 12 years old. I knew this day had to come if we were ever going to get our country back. I didn't think it was going to happen in my lifetime. But it is. Everything I saw when I was 12 is being destroyed, dismantled right now. That's why I keep saying, guys, and claiming that we're trying to create. Listen, fear doesn't come from knowledge. Fear comes from the unknown. That's where fear comes from, not from us. We're trying to educate people. If you would pay attention, keep an open mind, use your critical thinking skills, use your discernment, and you're going to be right on board with us. Don't try and buck the system. There's nothing you're going to tell me that I haven't seen. You can't believe the stack I have of stuff I haven't even talked about yet, because it's not appropriate right now. Nothing horrible. Some earth change type stuff might be coming down the road, but it's down the road. Our biggest concerns right now are exactly what we're focused on. Worldwide economic collapse, worldwide swamp draining, eradication of the satanic pedophiles. That's what's happening. That is going to be man's greatest accomplishment. Destroying this evil that's controlled our world since Babylon. I had some clown yesterday try and tell me I didn't know about Samaria. My God, I was in elementary school. I learned about Samaria. Ignorant people who think they know something, who think they're awake, but don't know about 9/11. They don't know about JFK being assassinated. They don't know about Bush planning the assassination. They don't know about Oklahoma City. They don't know about anything, really. But they want to tell us, well, we're not going to listen to somebody with 10 hours research contradict us or try and tell us we're wrong, because what they don't understand is those people, when they lash out, there are other newbies watching who now maybe that plants a seed of doubt in their mind. And maybe then they don't get prepared because of your jackass statements. We won't tolerate it. If you got that kind of an attitude, you might as well check out, because we're going to check you out if that's the way you're going to approach this. Listen, I will debate anyone, anywhere that has an open mind and wants to use their critical thinking skills. Because I'll convince you that I'm right with facts. But we're not going to tolerate um, just the abuse and some of the crazy things that come out of their mouths. Um, Not going to happen here because we're not going to let you stop somebody else from getting prepared because of an ignorant statement you made and they're not sure about. That's my rant for today. My first one, anyway. Um, and you got to do your own homework, guys, too. You know, our job is not to do your homework for you. I'm not going to go and spend 20 minutes to dig up an old article or video to send to you when I've got 50 other people I've got to get to today. That's your job. My job and the Watchman's job is to warn. Your job, prove us wrong, do your own homework. But don't come back until you have some facts. Don't think you're just going to, because you don't want it to happen, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. And that's, I keep saying, you know, one of my quotes. Sometimes the things you fear the most is the best thing for you. And that's exactly the situation we're in right now. The thing people are fearing the most is the best thing for them. The economic collapse. People are scared shitless. It has to happen, guys. We're never going to have the country that our founders intended or the world that God intended until we get rid of these criminals in this financial system. Worldwide, central banks got to go. They're the number one enemy of freedom in the world. Just look around at what happens with central banks. They destroy countries. They rob them blind. Look what happened to Greece. I mean, the bankers ended up owning half of Greece because they put up, their ports or their transit system. Can't make the payments? Oh, guess what? The EU owns it now. That was a plan. They strip you of your wealth, then they strip you of your assets, your infrastructure. Not happening, guys. The banks are going down in this collapse. The criminals are going down in this collapse. The satanic pedophiles are going down in this collapse. This is not a virus. This is not what they're making it out to be. This is a cover for the worldwide economic collapse and the swamp draining with the pedophiles. I mean, think about this. There are probably, in the last 30 years, 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, different variations of the flu, that had a higher mortality rate than this virus. This is all smoke and mirrors. There would be hardly any deaths if people weren't taking Advil and ibuprofen, because that's what's caused most of the deaths. It's not, we just went out and did some shopping. It's crazy. The people are really scared of this thing. People wearing masks. People, when you get too close to them, are kind of shying away. It's like, hey, folks, it's just the flu. But they're convinced. They're watching CNN. Stay 6 feet away. And now this new clown, the doctor, he wants a bigger, that's going to help us. Bigger social distancing. What do you want, 10 feet, 20 feet? And you know what it's about? It's about tightening this thing up, because I think martial law is coming in the next few days. And then I think that's when the big guns go down, I think. This next week, I think, is is going to be huge between, well, tomorrow even maybe. And I think they're running right now. I don't know what level they're at and who they're bringing in. They're going to get the most dangerous, like they did with the MS-13, all the gang members. People like Clinton and Obama, they're no threat really. I mean, because those guys aren't going to try and shoot it out. They're going to try and con their way out of this. But the MS-13, they're the guys, the gang members, the sleeper cells, the radical Muslims. They were the ones that were going to come after us. And that's the other thing about this. All the targets are off the street. Think about this plan, guys. Brilliant. I mean, worldwide brilliant. China's in on this. Russia's in on this. Sometimes the thing that you fear the most is the best thing for you. This is the whole thing. The draining of the swamp. I mean, name something bad about what I just described. So, all of us, anybody listening to this, has a huge advantage over the average American who's listening to the mainstream because we know what's coming. I might not be able to tell you the exact day, the exact hour, where exactly it's going to happen, but I'm guaranteeing you, this economy's coming down. The swamp is draining. The satanic pedophiles are going to be eradicated this year. Write it down. In January, get back to me. It's 100% certain at this point. Everything that's happened the last 45 days proves what's coming. It's plain as day. If you understand, and you're looking at the big picture and looking at the board, the playing field, this is what's going down. For sure. Crystal clear. 350 more virus deaths in New York City as U.S. braces for 7 days of hell. And I'm spreading fear porn. Come on. You know why? It's not hell from the virus. It's going to be hell for the deep state, the swamp, and the satanic pedophiles. They're going to get the hell they deserve. It's coming for them. Yeah, and turn off the fear porn. Turn off CNN. Turn off the mainstream. I don't even watch Fox anymore. Fox is a joke. When you look at really what's going on and how much of the truth they're reporting, they're a joke. It's an embarrassment. They've got some good guys there, but their hands are tied. It's a waste of time. You get 5 minutes of the truth in an hour. If you get 5 minutes of what's really going on. You're getting snippets. Yeah, the changes that are coming are embrace what's coming. Embrace the change. We need change. This has to change. Don't be afraid of change, especially this change that's coming. It's exactly what we need. Greatest transfer of wealth in human history. Man's greatest age. 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. What don't you like about that? That's what's coming. Why would you be fearful about that? Nine states still resisting the stay-at-home orders. Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Arkansas, South Carolina are still resisting. What do you want to bet by Monday afternoon? They're all on board. Police app encourages people to report the people that are violating the stay-at-home orders. Yeah, rat your neighbors out. All of this police state garbage that the globalists have been running down our throats for 50 years is going. We're going to go back to community-based, service-based police force instead of what we have today, which is, enforcement-based, way overboard on what our founders would agree to. That's where we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back to the more Andy Griffith type because the evil is going to be gone. They were able to build these systems up with that fear mongering. Oh boy, the violence, the gangs that they are funding and giving marching orders to, the globalists, to the gangs, they're creating the havoc. That's what I'm saying, guys. When these people are gone, and it's not just crime, it's everything. Every phase of your life gets better when these monsters are gone. Everything. You can't name a part of your life that isn't going to be impacted positively by these people being removed. Everything. I mean, their tentacles are everywhere, in every government, city, county, state, every government organization, judicial. It's amazing that President Trump is pulling this off with as strong as they were. I still have people, well, if this was really happening, they would go arrest him. That's ignorance talking. Arrest who? The deep state, who's got nuclear weapons and bioweapons they're going to unleash on you if that happens? That's why. Millions would have died. President Trump could have come in here like a bull in a china shop. He would have been within his rights. I would have backed him 100%. But millions of people would have died if they would have gone that route. Because there was going to be a civil war. Because they were powerful enough to fight back. And to do a lot of damage fighting back. We would have won, but they would have taken millions with them. Yeah, we lost a lot of kids. That's horrific. But we were losing, in America, 800,000 a year. That's over now. It's done. Never to return. The Watchmen are going to make sure it never happens again. Because as soon as it shows a toe, we're chopping it off. They're never going to get the foothold that they did this time. Because we're going to remember. And we're going to remember 100 years from now and 1,000 years from now. Never going to happen again. Oh, yeah. UN blasted as absurd and immoral, appointing China to a key human rights panel. China. That's the country that is murdering dissidents to sell their body parts. You know how the government was real keen on getting all of our DNA? You know why? Because it's a shopping list for the elite. They could tell with your DNA and your blood type if you were going to be a good organ fit for them. That's what they do with China. They place an order. Then they go through their prisons and pull out the people that fit, murder them, and take the body parts they want and ship them wherever they need to in the world. That's going on in China right now. Our CIA running breeding farms. Human breeding farms. The cute kids they sell into child sex trafficking. The homely kids they sell for their body parts. Organ harvesting. When you think about it, and you look at what the deep state has done the last 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, Are we any better than China? Not really. Look what we did to the Indians. We have a lot of things to make up for in America, and we will. We're going to make it right, and hopefully someday China is too, and Russia. Communism is dead in the world, guys. We're watching the last gasp. Communism goes down for all intents and purposes with the globalists, with the swamp. Because this isn't, again, it's not just about getting these tasks accomplished, eradicating this evil, getting rid of the economic system, the corrupt economic system, arresting all the criminals. Its consciousness is being raised. People aren't going to take it anymore. Around the world, this is happening. Amazing stuff, guys. Man's greatest age. I personally wouldn't trade places with anyone in history. Anytime. This is the time to be alive. Bar none. Name another time. I've thought about it, guys. No way. The things that are going to happen the next 5 years, the things that we've accomplished these last 5 years, it's amazing stuff. It's only going to get better. It only gets better from here. Let's see. Think about this. Between December and February, 500,000 Chinese people entered the United States. 500,000. The Fed is running out of bubbles to create. Yeah. And one of the reasons that's happening, one of the reasons is the White Hats have control of the Fed now. The Fed's done. Globalism is done. Once President Trump made that move and took control of the Fed, globalism is dead because the Fed was funding countries around the world. Most people don't know that. Yeah. Been going on for a long time. Not anymore. After record rally, oil faces collapse after feud erupts between the Saudis and Russia. Oil's dead, guys. If you got any stocks at all, sell them, especially oil. The oil was dead 5 years ago. They just had to keep it propped up for the economy's sake. Best funded welfare state in the world's collapsing under the virus-triggered mass unemployment. Finland. Done. British Supreme Court Justice says this is what the police state looks like. And in Great Britain, in the UK, oh man, it's 20 times worse than it is here. I mean, you can't criticize a Muslim for raping children. They'll put you in prison in the UK. Crazy stuff, guys. Okay. Let's see what we got here for questions. Yeah, I'm as calm as I'm going to get. Dalton, what's up? Nephew. Is Robinhood a bad app to buy Litecoin on? Anything is okay to buy it but you got to get it off the exchange. So I don't care where you buy it. You buy it at Robinhood, you buy it at Coinbase, you buy it at Gemini. You got to get it out of that exchange. You have to get it onto your Ledger Nano S. It's like a thumb drive. It's a hard wallet. We'll post the link. There's also a discount code, I think, for 20% off if you go to the Watchmen page or the Watchmen Way page or website. So it really doesn't make any difference where you buy it. You need to get it out as quick as you can. You don't let it sit there. You may lose it. Timothy, what's up? Tessie, what's up? Gary, Amanda. Well, here's the thing, Amanda. Anything that you don't spend, you're going to lose. So I've got 100% of my liquid assets in physical silver and Litecoin. So it's whatever you have. Some people, it's a couple $100,000. Some people, it's $100. Whatever you have that you want to invest, you split 50-50. You know, you've got 5,000, put 5,000 into silver, put 5,000 into Litecoin. It's that simple. With your silver, you want 300 to 500 in dimes. That's under junk silver, 90% silver, junk silver tab at the bullion dealers. Anything more than that, you get in 1 ounce rounds or bars. Whatever is the least expensive. Don't pay for the premium. It's a waste of money. You know, when they're $5 or sometimes $10 more a coin, hell, that's another half an ounce or more, 3/4 of an ounce. Don't do it. Buy the extra silver because that's where the money's going to be. It's not going to be in the specialty coins because the value is going to come in the silver itself. They're going to be melting most of it down anyway. Yeah, you won't get your return on investment by paying for the premium coins. So don't do it. And then it's simple. Litecoin, as much as you can. 5,000 worth of Litecoin. David, how you doing? Jamie, how you doing? Janet, how you doing? Well, actually, they got rid of Trish Regan because she was speaking out against she was basically defending President Trump, and they fired her. That's coming to an end, guys. I think this week it's coming to an end. I think they're going to shut the media down this week. We got to expect martial law this next week. Based on everything we're hearing from around the country, we have to, it might not happen, but it looks like it will. And it looks like when it does, there may be 3 to 5 days of no TV, no internet, no radio, no cell phones, except through the emergency system. POTUS, if this happens, will have the only communication in the country. Chad, how you doing? Kathleen? Yeah, Nazi Germany all over again. Listen, it's no accident that it's Nazi Germany all over again. Look up Project Paperclip. The Nazis in America imported all the Nazis from Germany after the Second World War. Just brought them over here and started up again. Rose, how you doing? Darren, what's up? Chris, how you doing? Joseph, how you doing? Joseph bought his first 10 Litecoin today. Good job, Joseph. James, what's up? Dennis, how are you? Yeah, listen, thank God, Dennis, that you're here today and not next week, not next Saturday, because by next Saturday it might be too late. So thank God you found us. Cindy Lou, how you doing? President Trump is going to listen. Everything that's been hidden will be known. All of it is going to come out. It might not be in 2 weeks, but I think this year, probably after the election, maybe before, but probably after, I think he's going to tell it all, or going to release it all. Ray Lynn, how you doing? Jeremy, what's up? Where we go one, we go all. It's God's hands are all over this from start to finish, guys. All over it. Joy, how you doing? Timothy, what's up? We look out for the children, that's for sure. Yeah. 1917 New York Tunnel, yeah. Well, there's guys. The new ones are the ones that are amazing. They're freeway systems underground all across the United States, crisscrossing. I think high-speed rail underground. The things that they've hidden from us, the technology that they've suppressed, millions of lives would have been saved. Our world would be completely different today. We wouldn't have the suffering and the starvation we have today if it wasn't for these monsters suppressing that technology. They all deserve to hang. All of them. These are crimes against humanity. This is what we hung the Nazis for. Lisa, how you doing? Glenn, what's up? Thank you, Jeremy. Dallas from Montana, how you doing? This is not just the best thing that's ever happened to America. This is the best thing that's ever happened to the world, guys. These things, this transfer of wealth, this isn't a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, guys. This is a once in the history of mankind opportunity. This has never happened before. It will never happen again in the future. This is the perfect storm for this to happen, for the wealth to be stripped from the monsters that have controlled the world for thousands of years and put into our hands. Think about that. Amazing stuff. Yeah, I know, almost 100 viewers. Every day, guys, it's growing. Margaret, how you doing? Yeah. 1% controls the world. That's exactly right. And 90% of the wealth. Yeah, me too, Joy. It's going to be... So here's the deal, guys. Within 12 months of the first big arrest, that's Obama or Clinton, we're going to have our first get-together, probably in Sedona, Arizona. I will announce it as soon as I get the info. I'd like to do it this summer, but we'll see. Depends on how quickly we get this stuff wrapped up. Thanks, Jay. David, how you doing? Mike. Mike saw on YouTube the military rescued 2,100 children in Los Angeles. Badly abused and being experimented on. That's what our government, our deep state, was doing. Sexually assaulting, experimenting on, torturing and murdering. Disgusting that people running our country were allowing this. They all deserve to hang. Every last one of them. Pam, how you doing? Thank you, David. Yeah. Uma Abedin, I don't know where she is now, but I know pretty soon she's going to be at Gitmo. She's going to be executed too. They got her on video. One of the most disgusting videos. You're welcome, Joseph. No Tessie, they didn't because his body was never in the water. JFK faked his death. That was all a white hat. I think the SEALs were involved in it. Good move, Kathleen. Kathleen got her Litecoin off of Coinbase. Good job. Thanks, Gary. My nephew Jake. What's up? Jake, I wouldn't risk it. I would get a hard wallet, but it's your call. I mean, the paper's okay, but I've got mine on a hard wallet. Ledger Nano S. Chrissy, how you doing? Listen, President Trump is not going to allow anything that's going to harm Americans. Technology, whatever. When I was into this 6 months ago or whatever, President Trump talked about it. They were going to have a totally different 5G for America. Now, I don't know if that's been implemented yet. I can tell you one thing. If it's in, it's not going to be in for long. Because, you know, you have to remember, he was allowing some things to continue because when you're doing something like this, you've got to have a step-by-step agenda to get through it. You can't skip around, right? You can't go back to something because it throws everything else off. So some of the things, like maybe 5G, we'll see. Things like the censorship, things like all of the abuses of the Second Amendment. He's letting them think like they're getting something accomplished now. Letting them distract themselves with their crazy crap as he's inching forward, taking them down bit by bit. Trust me, guys, when you see the scope of what he had to do, you'll understand why it took 3 years, and you'll be amazed that millions of people didn't die carrying it off. Going to be studied for thousands of years, how this all happened. Going to be thousands of books, hundreds of movies. And we got the first one. Amanda's writing a first book. Watch That, I think, is her page. Amanda, if you're on, would you post that? Everybody should check it out. She's posting as she finishes portions of the book. She's posting it so you guys can read it. Chris bought C60 and silver last night. Good job, Chris. Heidi, how you doing? Sister-in-law Heidi. Joseph, what's up? Gary, what's up? Okay, gold and silver. Don't buy gold, buy silver. Gold and silver have been money for over 5,000 years. The historical ratio between gold and silver is 10 to 1. It comes out of the ground 10 to 1. You get 10 ounces of silver out of the ground for every 1 ounce of gold that comes out. It's been priced that way for 5,000 years, up until the last 40, when they've been driving precious metals down, but especially silver. So now, instead of 10 to 1, the last time I checked, it was 100 to 1. 100 ounces of silver to get an ounce of gold. What that means is when the manipulation's removed, everything's going to snap back to its natural price, which means if gold is $16.50 an ounce, automatically silver's going to go, what's 10%? 160, 165, I think, from 20, less than 20. When gold gets revalued, when they come out with a gold-backed currency, they're saying gold's going to jump to between 50,000 and 85,000. Many economists have run the numbers. Well, then gold or silver jumps to 5 grand. Think about that. You pay 20 for something that's worth 5 grand within a couple of years. Silver's going to be 1,000 by the end of this year. Into 2020, silver's $1,000. So you want silver, guys. That's why God showed me physical silver and Litecoin. That's what you want. Makes it easy on you guys. Kathy, how you doing? Yeah, I'm saying 3 to 500 in Roosevelt or 90% silver dimes. They're Roosevelt dimes. They're under junk silver on the bullion sites. I personally would not buy any land until after this is over, because property values are going to drop 80% over the next 10 years, guys. It's going to be a constant drop for 10 years, and probably a pretty big one coming up. I wouldn't buy anything until Litecoin and silver start going up and land drops some more. All property's going to drop. Judy, how you doing? Amanda found us. Wait till you see. You're going to see a resurgence. You're going to see thousands of people in the Sierras panning for gold. When just think about it. It goes from 1,600 to 50,000. People are going to be crawling out of the woodwork to pan. If you were smart, you'd start right now. Beat the crowds. Yeah, anything you pay for silver, guy, it's going to be a huge return. Not as good as Litecoin, but it's going to be huge. Barbara, how you doing? Paul, what's up? Well, that's not what I heard. I heard her talking. She was defending President Trump, is what I heard. So I don't know. Maybe there's more to it, but anybody, if you know ham radio operators, you want them as part of your group, guys. And you could get the handheld ones too. You won't be able to broadcast very far, but you should be able to receive some stuff. Glenn, how you doing? New member from New York via the Ukraine. How's it going, Glenn? Yeah, Cindy can't wait to get her text message from POTUS. Yeah, it's all there, Joy. You're on it. Laura, how you doing? Todd, Litecoin are cryptocurrencies. You get it at Gemini. You're going to want to get it at Gemini. I will post the websites in the comments section after I'm done. You need to... Everybody should have a few $100s at least in Litecoin. If you don't believe in it, you should have it. And here's the reason why. Some analysts believe Litecoin is going to be worth $3 million by 2024. I think that number's conservative. Litecoin today was around $40.40 when I checked earlier today. So something you pay $40 for today could be worth $3 million in less than 4 years. There's only 84 million Litecoin in the world. That's all there will ever be. 64 million have already been sold. That last 20 million, what do you think is going to happen? Did you see what happened with toilet paper last week? The same thing's going to happen with Litecoin and silver. Within an hour after this thing blowing up, you will not be able to buy it. The exchanges will shut down. You got to get it now, today. No later than tomorrow, because this whole thing could go down Monday. It's the future of money. Makes banking obsolete. You want silver but you want Litecoin also. Even if you only put in $100 and got a couple of them, you got to get in the game. You'll kick yourself if you don't. That's where the greatest transfer, the greatest percentage of that greatest transfer of wealth in human history is going to come from cryptocurrencies. And the best return on investment, I believe, is Litecoin by far. There's a reason God showed it to me. Litecoin, yes. Litecoin. Stephanie, how you doing? Joseph. Yeah, God, listen, who's going to bet? We got President Trump with God guiding and protecting him. Who's going to bet against that? This is over. We're taking our planet back, is exactly right. That's what's happening over the next couple of weeks. Todd's been buying up silver. Good instincts, Todd. We're going to have a big party, guys. All the Watchmen and their families will be invited. And we're going to have it. I think it's going to be an annual event, too. Yes, Shirley. Call me tomorrow. My phone number, everybody get your pen, or just go back and listen. Or go to, it'll also be in the comments. My phone number is 707 696 4188. 707 696 4188. You have any questions? Call me. If I don't pick up, leave a message. I'll call you back. Oh, by the way, anybody who I'm supposed to call back, who I haven't called back, please call me again. I lost some messages and I think I got to everybody, but I'm not sure. So if I missed you, please call me. You're not bothering me. And guys, listen, I'm busy, but this is my job 24/7. This is what I'm here to do. So don't feel like you're a bother to me when you call. I'm doing God's work, and I'm happy to be doing it. So don't be afraid to call me. Even though some people think that I might be unapproachable. I don't know where they get such crazy ideas. Larry Sandvik. What's up, Larry? Bareback riding machine. It's going to be a good get-together, guys. It might be an all-week party. Who knows the first time. We're going to have some fun, for sure. I think JFK, there are rumors out, it might be Friday. It might be Good Friday. I don't think they'll do it on Easter. I don't think they want that. You know what's going to happen if they do it on Easter? The liberals are going to have a field day and try and make it the second coming or some crap like that. I think it's probably more likely on Friday or Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. My bet is Friday. But it's coming. And it can't be too much longer. Because they got to get him in the game here if he's going to. And I think if he's alive, I think he's going to be the vice presidential candidate. The hard wallet is the Ledger Nano S as in Sam. Ledger Nano S. It'll be posted. Yeah, I'm not worried about 5G, guys. Don't worry about 5G. Lisa had a few more friends join and wake up. Good job, Lisa. That's it, Paul. Paul's got it. Ledger Nano S right there. Joseph. Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. I don't know, Heidi. I'm going to have to find out. Heidi's asking how you transfer from a paper wallet to a hard wallet. That's the first. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll find out. It can be done. You might have to. I don't know. Well, I'll look into it. You're welcome, Amanda. Yeah, when you see what they accomplished and when you see all the bases they took out, you're going to be amazed they got it done in 3 years. You can't believe the scope of this. Unbelievable. And it's scary that it got that big. Carolyn, how you doing? We know that you can't transfer paper, Gary, but there is a way to do it. And with a paper wallet, basically what you're doing, guys, you're writing down your codes and stuff. But that, yeah, it makes it yeah, again, I'm going to have to find out. You're welcome, Gary. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, the more people we reach, guys, the more people we wake up, the more people that are prepared, the more families that we change their future. Every single person, and there's maybe tens of thousands by now, that the Watchmen have changed their lives. And that's not tens of thousands of people, that's tens of thousands of families. Think about that. And this is going to be a generational thing. I mean, some of this wealth is going to go 100 years or more, depending on how you manage it. You got to be smart about it. Remember, a portion, anybody profits from these messages, God expects that you pay a portion forward towards the foundation of the revival of his church called the Way. Look it up. It's the church that Jesus taught 2,000 years ago. Most pure form of religion there is on the planet. And we're going to lead the way on it. When the Catholic Church comes down this year, 1.2 billion Catholics are going to be looking for a new home. The Way's going to be there for them. Garrett, how you doing? Colorado has a lot of gold, yeah. Raina, how you doing? Tanya, how you doing? If you're talking about the freshly minted silver eagles, don't buy them. It's a premium coin. Don't buy it. It's too much money. Buy the generic. Buy the least expensive. It's all 999 silver, guys. Don't pay extra for a silver eagle. It's a waste of money. Yes, Buffy, tell your husband. Quickly. If you do a wire transfer on Gemini, you can get your coin in 1 or 2 days. If you use your credit account or debit card, it takes 5 days. So there's your option, guys. And Gemini, I'm to everybody now, I'm recommending Gemini because Coinbase is very good, but they're overwhelmed right now. I think it took Judy 15 days to get coins. Plus, it's a nightmare getting an account set up. So Gemini is the way to go right now. TikTok, Yep, that's right, Amanda. 401k gone unless you can get your money out or convert it to physical silver. That would be an option. If you can get your 401 out, even if you have to take a penalty, do it now. Don't wait. I think Litecoin there is 4058. Is that what you're showing me, Cody? Litecoin, it's Gemini.com. I will post the websites. Gary, put up Gemini.com, will you? Put up Coinbase, put up Ledger, put them all up for these people. And they'll also be, I'll put them at the end, guys. If you guys are set up with Robinhood, it doesn't make any difference. Buy it, but just get it out. You can't leave it there. It doesn't make any difference where you buy it. You got to get it out of the exchange. If the exchange collapses with your coin in them, you're not getting your coin back. 90% you're not getting your coin back. It's the same thing if the bank goes down. You're not getting your deposits back. Think of it the same way. Protect your assets. Don't be overwhelmed, Stephanie. We've made this as simple as possible. It's easy. You can get your Litecoin and silver bought in an hour. You could do it tonight in an hour. Or less. I mean, really less. There's Gemini, Coinbase. Everybody wants to go with Gemini right now. Don't go with Coinbase. It's taking too long. You can go with Robinhood if you want. I don't know anything about them, though, so I'm not going to recommend them. Yep, call me tomorrow, Shirley. No problem. Anytime after 7, whatever, Pacific. I mean, hell, I've been answering the phone at 4 and 5 in the morning. I think the last couple of days I've got calls 4 and 5 in the morning. Well, Dennis is asking if these deaths are faked or if they're from the regular flu. No, I think they're from the COVID-19, but most of the deaths are caused from people taking Advil or ibuprofen. Something about the chemical that's common between those two, it multiplies the effects of COVID-19 10 times. All the people, at least a couple of days ago, the report I got, all the people that they'd autopsied at Harvard up to that point all had Advil in their system. It acts like the flu if you don't take Advil. People are recovering normally from this virus as long as you don't take Advil. Just like you had the flu. That's basically what it is, guys. And the mortality rate is less than the flu. So, what they do is, it's like this headline here. 350 new deaths in New York City. Well, look at the size of New York City. Look at how many of those people had Advil in their system. And even then, even if you put the people with Advil in the mortality rate, the rate I saw this morning from the guy running the virus show for America, Dr. Fauci or whatever his name is, he said this morning a 1% mortality rate. That came from him. The flu is about 2.5%. It's not what they said it was. It's all a cover. It's fake. Again, it's not, the flu is real, but it's not the dangerous pandemic they were claiming it to be. That was all about driving the fear. If they didn't drive the fear, they wouldn't have got people to stay home. Now you got people wearing masks and standing 6 feet away from each other for a virus that you can't catch. If it's a virus, it's not airborne. You can't catch a virus airborne. So even what they're telling people doesn't make any sense. Okay, so this is a common question. What happens if the internet goes down? The same thing that happens to your bank account when the internet goes down. When the internet goes down, you can't use your bank card. You can't really access your account. Same thing can happen with cryptocurrencies. When it comes back up, you'll be able to use it fine. It's not like they're going to disappear. And that's what silver's for. Litecoin isn't for the near future. Litecoin is for a year plus down the road. Silver is for now. Silver is what we use now through the rough patch to barter with. That's what the dimes are for. There you go. See, Teddy called the first night. He wasn't afraid. It was good, wasn't it, Teddy? I didn't yell at him or anything. Yeah, once it's on the ledger, guys, it's unhackable. Even if you lose your ledger, if you've got your seed code stored properly, you can still retrieve your coins, even if you lose the device. It's as good a system as there is. Oh, yeah. Uh, Lisa's saying she knows RNs. They've had people die of heart attacks, and they're putting it down as COVID-19. So there is some fakery going on. Stephanie, how you doing? Chrissy, how you doing? You're welcome, Dennis. No, that's the device. The Ledger Nano S is the thumb drive or the hard wallet. That's what you order from Ledger. They'll ship it to you. Oh, by the way, when you buy silver from the dealers, it's insured as part of the cost. So it doesn't cost you extra to insure it. If it gets lost or stolen, they're going to replace it. So don't worry about the shipping. Kelly red pilled a couple of people, yeah. Well, it can be lost if you lose it. I mean, if you lose your device and lose your seed code, but there's no other way to lose it. I mean, theoretically, it could go what the dollar's going to do and go to zero. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's the lowest we're going to see right now. I mean, again, if this goes down this next week, we might have Monday that they could drive the price down a little bit. We're not going to see $20 again. And I don't think we're going to see 35. I actually think we're probably at the end or close to the end of the manipulation. And don't worry about it right now. It doesn't make any difference what the price is today. We're worried about the price down the road. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But expect it to start going. It's going to be $1,000 by the end of the year. Oh, yeah, Ray Lynn, everything changes. Here's what I think. One of our biggest problems is the school system. The way it's been infiltrated by liberals. Here's what we're going to do. I don't know whether it's going to be next year or not, but we're going to go to 100% online education. You're going to be with your kids. Mom and dad don't have to work anymore. Whoever wants to stay home with the kids, do their lessons on the internet. Get rid of that liberal influence that we've had the last 40 years or so that's brainwashed our kids. That's over with. That ends now. That's part of globalism. All tied together, guys. Listen, these people, these devious monsters, had a hell of a plan. They almost pulled it off. They were this close. We need to thank God that he gave us President Trump when he did. Yeah, so Amanda's book is called Watch This, and that's also the web or the Facebook page. So guys, go sign up at Watch This, Amanda's Facebook page. You can read excerpts from the book. The way is Jesus' way. That's right, David. Jeannie, how you doing? Yeah, Shirley. Your family will be following in your footsteps pretty soon. Shirley left the Catholic Church 37 years ago. For all intents and purposes, I left when I was 12 years old, which was 52 years ago. Susan, how you doing? Stay strong, stay united, stay alert. Good advice, Susan. Is Trump a Gemini? That would be a freak deal. Tessie 2, how you doing? Tessie Rays. Mike, how you doing? This is Mike about 5 or 6. We got a lot of Mikes here. How you doing, Mike? Cody, what's up? Rita, hello. Deborah. Litecoin 4081. Moving up. Patricia, did I already go through these? What am I doing here? Christopher wants to know how you get your Litecoin out of Robinhood. Well, I can't tell you exactly how to get out of Robinhood. I can tell you how it's probably going to go. I only use Coinbase. But the best thing, I'm glad you asked this question. Listen, guys, anybody who has questions about the technology part of this, how you program your ledger, how do you transfer coins, go to YouTube and just do a search. How do I transfer my Litecoin from Robinhood to my Ledger Nano S? That's all you have to do. And you'll get 50 videos to tell you how to do it. Watch 3 or 4 of them till you're comfortable, then go do it. Anything you want to learn, guys, it's pretty amazing. You can learn on YouTube. Yeah, physical silver, not paper, guys. Yeah, ibuprofen, yeah, Advil. But you need to say it because most people, oh, okay, I'm not taking Advil, I'm going to take ibuprofen. Cecil, what's up? Thanks, David. Amanda, get your Litecoin bought, get your ledger programmed, and call me. It's pretty easy to transfer. Libby, how you doing? Sheila, hello. Sheila, so it sounds like Sheila actually had the virus and she survived, but it wasn't very good, it doesn't look like. Yeah, pretty sick. Okay, Dennis. No, this has nothing to do with Trump's impeachment, Timothy. Um, this whole deal's been going on since this plan was in place. I believe before President Trump announced his candidacy. They've been planning this for a long time, maybe 20 years. Lisa calls me all the time. Yeah, don't be intimidated by this, guys. It sounds complicated when we're talking about it. It is a little bit complicated if you're not computer savvy. But I'm not computer savvy, and I got through it. It's not that tough, especially if you watch the videos and follow the instructions exactly. It's not that tough. Thanks, Gary. It's raining, yeah. We had to cancel the roping this afternoon. Yeah, the mainstream media is blowing it way out of proportion. But then so is President Trump. Everybody's blowing it out of proportion because we want people to be scared of it right now. Cecil got some more Litecoin. Good job, Cecil. No problem, Amanda. Yeah, the cows will be back when it stops raining. Hopefully Monday. Cindy Lou, how's it going? Keith, what's up? Scott. Yeah, don't worry about it, Darren. Nothing's going to happen in the next couple of days. You'll be okay with your Litecoin. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, like Teddy's saying, if you want your coin quicker, just do a wire transfer. You get it in a couple of days. And that's not a bad idea, guys, this next week. Your call. I think it'll be okay, but think about it. It's your choice. Tina finally got the cable she needed for the transfer. Good job, Tina. Dorothy left when the false prophet came. Yeah. Good job, Dorothy. This Pope is a satanic pedophile. There should be no doubt. I mean, just listen to things he says. They should have already hung this guy. Yeah, if you do same-day wire transfer, it's a $20 bank fee. If you do it before 2 p.m., it's all good. That's coming from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, not in the rain, guys. Not when it's raining like this. The arena's, yeah, it's a mess. Thanks, William. JC. JC's got one for you. President Trump's lineage has been traced back to the tribe of Judah and the house of David. Think about that one. Cousin Monica, what's up? Yeah, it's raining pretty good right now. Yeah, when you guys transfer one coin first, if that transfer's successful, then you transfer the rest, just to make sure you're doing it right. Benny, what's up? Yeah, I guess everything is biblical. Well, Ray Lynn, you should get a hold of me tonight or tomorrow. couple of months ago, we posted a cure for cancer that was having amazing results. It's a little bit crazy. It was the biggest part of it was a medication that they actually used for dogs, and it had nothing to do with cancer, but it was curing people all over the country. So it's actually, if you want to search it, it's on my Facebook page. You'll have to go back probably a month, but if you get a hold of me, I can help you track it down. And I'll try and remember, but my memory's not very good anymore, guys, so that's why you got to keep reminding me. Yeah, surely, yeah, 1999 is when they, I think, started planning this, and probably before 99, actually. Oh, you can also get instructions from Ledger about how to transfer your coins. Patricia, this might be a good one for you too. I'll try and find that. No, you don't download it, guys. Oh, Ledger Live. Yeah, you download Ledger Live, but you do it after you get your Ledger. It's all part of the program when you program it. You can do your phone or your computer or both, I imagine. Can I go through all this? I don't know. Yeah, the dog wormer. Yeah. Did you try it, Patricia? It's the dog wormer that's worked on a lot of people. Panicure. So Kathleen, have you had any experience with that? The guy who posted it months ago swore by it and claimed that there were people all around him that were being cured with this thing. It can't hurt. I think it's only like $8 or $10. Okay. That's all the questions, guys. Okay, and I guess there's the dog wormer is just part of what he does. But let me wow, we're long today, guys. Of course, we started late. Okay. Not much time. Every day counts. Every person counts. Let's use every bit of it. Let's get every person we can. Be positive when you're reaching out. First question should be, how would you like to be a part of the greatest transfer of wealth in human history? Who's going to say no to that? That's your opening line. And run with it. I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Remember, fear not. God and President Trump are 1,000% in control. I'll probably see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific, 5:15, whatever. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless.